what's Missin Curfew? It's when you kind of play guilty, but you show up.
How nice is a green light on the road, though? No practice tomorrow, no plane, just go.
Scotty Upshaw in the clear, and he scores! Right in front, scores!
A few laughs, a little bit of fun, and obviously a lot of hockey talk.
You're listening to Missin Curfew.
Fellas, coming to you from Hall Pass Media in Newport Beach, this is Missin Curfew. And before the boys start snapping around, let's not forget the show is always presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Obes, Richie Fella, 93-1. Curfew calls continue. Episode number 5. Off-season content. Boys, I love doing this with you. This will probably come out somewhere the second week of August. I'm going to have a real nice tan by the time this one comes out, boys. I'll be just coming back. I'll actually, you know what? When this comes out, Richie Fella, I'll be at Lake Buckhorn in the Kawartha.
You will be, eh?
Stoned, drunk, driving the boat around. No, I won't be driving the boat, but
Telling
I'll be
old war stories, eh? Back when I played.
Boys, I used to play against the Petes. Fuck, come in here. Hey.
Come here, one and one. Get a fight.
Get a fight. Get back on the bus. Yeah, so I'll be at the lake when this comes out, boys.
You be telling old stories about the Escalade driving from Coburg to Port Hope, you know. Just coming back from a workout.
Pulling it up to Oak Lake, showing off to all the girls in Belleville.
Yeah,
sitting on 22s.
Hop in, babe.
24s, bud. 24s.
Yeah. 24s.
24s. Hey,
24s.
Hey, pick out a DVD. You can watch whatever you want on the back of the headrest here.
We'll throw something on here.
How you like that?
Throw a porno on, Get you going.
It's funny you say that. When after my first year in the show, I bought the Escalade truck with the 24s, and I drove it up to Ottawa for Canada Day. Meeting Richie, and then a couple of my buddies from home jumped in the car with me. But yeah, we were cruising up Swish. I thought I was just the coolest guy ever. And my high school buddies driving up the Escalade, going to meet Richie. July 1st, back home, Ottawa. Let's go.
You made it. Yeah, I mean that's what every kid dreamed of. You saw NHL players before you doing that, and that was you. Hey, this time of year though, this is about when Richie starts renting his own sheet of ice and just bagging himself. Hey, second week of August. Hey, Rich, you want to skate? Nah, I got my own sheet over here at the ice. Then just gonna do some over and backs.
This is you. Yeah, this would be it. Usually, what I would do though is if I was back home, I'd rent it in just outside of Kingston, a little. Excuse me, I had a little sheet out there, and I tell my dad, "Hey, Dad, I need you for about an hour today. Yeah. We're gonna push some pucks around. You're gonna pass me some 1-Ts, then we're gonna drop some pucks for some face-offs." So, and then I'm gonna watch you do about 3 or 4 mountains and get the hell out of here.
I can't believe you're doing mountains by yourself. Like, I wasn't that. I guess that's why you played more games than me. But I hated doing mountains when we were getting paid to do it during the season. I was complaining. You were doing it in fucking Gananoque or wherever you were, just bagging yourself doing mountains.
No, it was in Amersfoort, but
Amersfoort, yeah.
It was the only thing I could remember was bag skate. You know what I mean? I'm like, this will do it. Fuck it.
I used to like to push the net shit. Swish, push the nets in, and just do the lap. And then every time you do a lap, you push the nets in more, because it's always about the ice. You don't want
basically they're touching by the end of it.
Yeah, you don't want the bad ice when you're turning, right? I always say, hey, Soupy or whatever, hey, push those nets in. We don't want. There's bad ice there. We can't catch an edge. No one wants to get hurt. Push them in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or just start with them pushed in, so you're just going around the face-off circle at center ice. You know what I mean? But I was with Richie too. I would get the ice, and me and my bro would get the ice, and maybe a couple other guys. If we were skating in Verona, Wisconsin, that's Dane County. If we're talking counties, over at the Eagles Nest. And we would do mountains, or we would do, some sort of bag skate. The old 4x4, you remember that, where you go down, back, back, and then through the blue line. That was a bagger. So
yes, it was.
I was with Richie though. I wanted to get my cardio up before I kind of got into the scrimmages again, just to make sure the lungs still worked.
You know what's a great NHL move when you fucking made the league, Rich, is in the summertime when you're skating and you take your helmet
off. Take the bucket off.
Put it on top of the net.
Yes.
That's non-negotiable. If that bucket's not off, you don't play.
I mean, that's NHL. Like, you're just like, all right, boys, time to get a skate in, bucket off, put it on the net. Let's go.
Did you guys ever play with anyone that National League that could do it in an NHL skate for a big skate?
Yeah.
That would go no bucket?
Teemu Selanne.
What do you mean?
Teemu Selanne, every time we skated, and Carlisle, that prick, skated us all the time. Selanne never skated. I never seen him once back skate with his helmet on.
So
sick.
Oh, and no one else was doing it. Not even Prongs or
Prongs, probably not. Norm, maybe a guy like Todd Marchant might have done it too. But I just remember the Flash. No, Norm wouldn't. Norm was very like, he probably had his chin strap still done up. Like he was very like,
by the book.
Yeah. But
He's like a
Taylor
doctor.
Solani, bucket off. And then Jiggy would take his helmet off too when he was skating and put it on top of the net and just be in his goalie gear, just giving her.
Yeah. You know what I love too? Obes, back in the day, no shoulder pads for the first.
Oh yeah.
And I had to put them back on. You couldn't move.
I know. Wasn't it the worst?
Felt like you couldn't play hockey anymore. But we never wore shoulder pads all summer too, especially when we were skating.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Which was nice. You felt like a real player.
How nice is it the first time you came back home and I was with Richie and you make the show and you come back home in your NHL gear. You're like, you don't have your Schlublock AHL gear anymore, right? Like you got the official, you got the NHL sticker on it or whatever, and you come home, you're like, hey boys, how we doing? And just out there, you feel better, eh? Rich, you're like, fuck, I'm in the national.
Hey, how we doing, fellas?
How we doing, boys? Oh, where do you play? In the Sioux? Yeah, fuck, keep working, kid. Hey, keep working.
Or even if you had like the playoff hoodie from that year from the playoff run and you're wearing it, like you just throw it on just cause in the locker room. It's got the Stanley Cup logo on it. That was sick.
Yeah, and I would leave the years I made the Stanley Cup playoffs, was in the dance, leave the Stanley Cup sticker on your helmet. Then you come back in the summer, have that one on there too. You're like, fellas, how we doing?
Yep.
What do you guys want to do? Canada Cup today? Or what do you, a couple fucking 2-on-1s? What are we doing here?
A little blue line package, or what are we doing here?
I'll tell you what, though. You guys are talking about bag skating. Every fucking, when this comes out in this time of year, and I've been working out all of July and getting my bike rides in and trying to cut weight, and I'm like, God, the bag skate's got to be easier this year at the start. That doesn't matter what you did. As many fucking hills as you made me run, Richie, in the sandbanks and up the goddamn Belleville Bridge before I went and played golf, I still would go out there for the first bag skate and I couldn't breathe. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on here? There's nothing you can duplicate.
Yeah, it's true, and especially after you've done that first practice where you're doing battle drills, and you can't really train for the battle drills until you get in them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I just always think like every coach has a different bag skate, right? Like every coach has their skate, so I always prepare like, okay, what's Daryl's skate? Okay, let's do that one. If it was Torts, like how training for Torts' 15 lap tests was no joke.
It's embarrassing.
I remember watching you do that thing and the Tampa gear, like holy fuck, Richie, can you imagine I'm doing this?
Yeah.
But like every coach had their skate, I mean, I can remember Talkett's skate. I can remember Quinville's skates. I can remember all the skates.
Yeah. No, that's true. That 15 lap by Torts. But the thing that Torts did in Tampa that was just had to be against some kind of NHLPA was he made us do a 2-mile run in the afternoon.
I know,
in
yeah.
Tampa in 110 degrees, Swish. You were out there running 2 miles. I'm like, this has got to be against some rule in the PA. Somebody, Vinny, Marty, call someone. Get us out of this.
Well, isn't it 12 minutes too? Was the baseline that he wanted everyone sub 6 minutes for both miles? Like that's crazy.
It was a 3-mile run. What did I say? 2 miles? I apologize. It was a 3-mile run. So I think I did it. What's really good then? 21?
I mean, under 21 would be a pretty good time. That'd be a 7-minute mile.
Yeah, I think you had to be under
3. It's pretty good.
You had to be under 23 maybe or something like that. 20. I think I did like 22 and a hook. Okay. My year. And I was in great shape that year. Like I had Torts calling me every week. I'd be on the golf course with this beauty at fucking Black Bear or Trillium. And I'm like, shut up. It's fucking Torts. I'm like, hello. Oh, you fucking working out or what? I'm like, yeah, I'm working out. He's like, what are you doing right now? I'm like, playing golf. He's like, you're not drinking beer, are you? I'm like, no, I'm not fucking drinking beer. I want to be like smoking dope.
No, I hit the one jammer with Richie though.
Yeah.
He's in a bag of all dressed chips.
Torts, I'll call you back. The one jammer's clogged up here. I gotta get her unclogged. Remember the old one jammer?
She get clogged up on you. Fuck. She going or no?
Throw me that tea, Rich. I'll get her fucking.
You still got that paper clip? Where's that thing? Yeah. It's top compartment there.
Yeah. Well, she's humming now. She's humming now, Rich. She's humming now.
Someone hit that. Grab that.
Oh, get her while she's hot. Get her while she's hot.
But it was like he was the only coach. He had a full day. Like usually that first day you do, like he had a full day of fitness testing for it in Vancouver. So we did 3 skate tests, separate skate tests. We did the VO2. He shortened it to a 2-mile run. We had to do a 2-mile run around BC Place. And there was only 4 of us that got it on time. It was the Sedines, Chris Higgins, and myself. Got the only 4 guys that made the time. Bobby Luongo, I don't think he only even made it. Like he was basically speed walking.
Yeah. You shouldn't make your starting goalie do that though. You should.
I know. I'm like, poor Bobby Lou here. And then one poor kid put headphones in. He lost his mind. No headphones. You got to grind.
No. Yeah. That is Torts wouldn't let you have headphones.
So, I mean, I've never seen a coach do full fitness testing, like a full day, just take a day out of the skate. No, we're doing it full day. So that's another animal.
Those like those jitters too that you have leading up to it, those are the worst. Like you're thinking about it the second you land in that city. Not only you're thinking about it the entire summer, it's in the back of your mind, but then when you finally land in your NHL city, I mean, you're just like sick to your stomach. And then you wake up that day and you're like, oh my God, you're on the shitter way too much, or you feel like you're gonna puke. So nice when it's over, but I just remember the pregame jitters is though you can almost psych yourself out of it.
It's the worst. I mean, that's why after the fucking end of July, the start of August, it's like I had to booze on the weekends just to get me through the fucking anxiety I had. I'm like, I was already in the back of my mind. I'm like, I gotta fucking, I gotta cut weight. I gotta lose fucking 15 pounds, and then it was awful. Like the lead up, like Swishy said, Richie, it was a mind fuck.
Yeah, it really was. I'd set that treadmill. I remember just like for the 6-minute mile, I'd set that treadmill, and I'd just be, I'm like, this is a full sprint for 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not, and that's on a treadmill. You don't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
It's just the bell goes around. You have to keep up or you die. But pushing the actual grass is a lot harder. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You're actually running.
Richie,
so, I mean, the anxiety was brutal.
You remember I switched you like twice a week. We'd meet at the track in Belleville. Do you remember what school it was? I don't remember what school it was. It was probably Belleville High School or something. I don't know what it was. And I'll never forget pulling up to the track at like 9 a.m. And I'm just thinking like, fuck, this is gonna be awful.
It was called, I think it was Mary Ann Sills Park.
Yeah, there you go.
Right across from Centennial.
And I'd be like, Soupy, what are we doing today? He's like, 400s today. We're doing 4 400s and 6 200s, and we'll finish off with a couple hundreds. I'm like, fuck, this is hockey. I never, as Larry Maverick said, never seen one run across the ice. Why are we doing this shit here? And it was awful, Swishy. It was awful.
You can't score goals from the weight room. I've never seen a bench press at center ice.
Gosh.
Hey, but
exactly
this year, fellas, I was talking to a player.
Testing.
Yes, no fitness testing, as Richie just mentioned. But I was talking to a guy, and he's like, "What loopholes are they going to try to pull on us? Because they're going to be like, well, you don't have to do it, but it'd be a good thing if you did. They're going to try to pull some team is going to try to pull a fast one on the boys in some shape or way, for sure.
Yeah, but Swish, all you have to do is your coach. Instead of doing a skate test, let's just do a bag test, and someone in the stands is timing it.
Yep,
it's not hard to do it.
No, it's not.
The skate test off the ice, you can't force a guy to do whatever, but you can do a hard workout.
Yes, you can.
And you guys know, like the fitness testing was too far over the top. I can't believe they don't have any now. That's unbelievable. But you guys know as well as anyone, if you're not in shape, you're going to get right away the first 2 days of training camp, you're going to be exposed. The boys are going to be blowing the doors off you. So they're going to know either way. But the fact that there's no testing, I probably would have cut a few more corners there down the stretch. Probably. I wouldn't have probably got the extra run in on Dalewood Country Club at night. I probably would have just lay on the couch and got cooked.
And Obi, and Richie, you know this more than anyone. The guy that always wins the fitness testing, well, he's one of the first guys sent down. Typically, it's always like an AHL guy because they can't play when they get on the ice. They just did all the fitness testing the entire summer, and then they get on the ice and they're stick hailing a fucking
They forgot about the on ice stuff. The stuff that matters.
Yeah, like, buddy, they're beating that puck into a square.
You did 55 push-ups, but you haven't got the puck out on the wall once here. You've turned it over 6 times. Get the fucking thing out.
That was always the funniest.
It's a fine line of being in shape, but also being in hockey shape, right? Like
big time. But Richie, I just got written down here like this time of the year back in the day. This is going to come out probably mid-August, second week of August or whatever. Like I'm just thinking about the days we used to put in, right? Like so we'd get up, go to the gym at like 9 a.m., right? Get our road work, our strength in, do all that. Then we go have lunch. Then we probably go play golf, and then we go right to the rink at night. Like we were, it was like from fucking 9. Some people are probably not considering golf working out, but like 9 to 9. Like we were all day. And then I remember either staying at your house or if I had to drive back to Port Hope, I'm just like, holy fuck. Like we were putting full days in.
Oh, you were. And then you were exhausted, right? Like we go to bed and I'd be like, oh my God, we got to do this again tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Like it was long days. Like, especially like, you were trying to eat proper and diet. Like that drains you too. Oh. You're starving, like want something to eat, but no, it was long days, man. Like it's a grind to do it. And it's a grind to be in shape. And it's no joke.
Do you remember at old 4-to-1 Fitness? Shout out to Jason Saprika. We would get a massage like Swishy like once a month. I think Soupy like, hey, the masseuse is here. We're like, oh fucking right. Like we weren't getting any massages. We were just coming in, no ice baths. We're just the next day coming in, couldn't even walk. We're like, here we are, like right back at it again.
Yeah, there was no soft tissue. There was no rolling out after. It was basically, we're done.
We're done.
Get our golf gear on. Let's go.
Let's go get something.
We got the Kelsey's. Grab a little.
No psoas release, Rich? Hey, get in there.
Nothing. And looking back, like we were young then, and right, we could do it, but
It wasn't much of a thing then.
it wasn't much of a thing then. But for the longevity, it kind of put us
Probably
behind
didn't
the
help.
Yeah, it probably didn't help. But we were in a hurry to get some Pita Pit and get right to Trillium Woods. Good staff there, Swishy. Good staff at Trillium. Good Kirk girls.
Really?
Oh, bud. I'd always like, Richie, let's go. What Kirk girls are working today, pal? Where are we playing? Hey, don't worry. Don't worry.
I don't want to name names.
Yeah. We won't name names. We won't name names, but we were always throwing out the feelers, eh? Like, hey, you got a little Texas this weekend or whatever, eh? Be out the lake? What are you on?
What are you thinking?
I'll take a double John Daly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting the water skis on, babe.
Yeah, we'll take you for a ripper on we got the tube. Come on out. Be a hell of a time. Another thing about this time of year, especially out here in Southern California when I made the move, roller hockey is very popular out here, Swishy, and these fucking roller hockey kids that were playing in the coast, good kids, but they would come out and they would be dangling. And I'm not up to speed yet. Eh? Like I'm just trying to shake out the cobwebs here, and I'm telling these kids, you continue to dangle me, you know, I'm going to cross-check your slash in. And pretty much the first 2 weeks I was on the ice, I was just labeling kids. I felt bad afterwards, but I'm like, I'm not going to get dangled by these roller hockey kids. They were dangling me, but I was like, I'm going to make them pay.
Especially if you're in the National League, you know, you can't. You know, it's a rite of passage. Those dangle because they'd be skating all summer too. The roller hockey guys, they're on the ice and they're off the sheet playing roller, and they just have silky paws. They have no concept of how any sort of system is supposed to be played. But no skates when you're playing 4-on-4 or it's a little loose 5-on-5 in early August. Oh. Yeah, they could make you look like a fool real quick.
I hated those skates, man, especially as a defense. I don't know about you, Rich, as a forward, but as a D-man, it's the worst because you're like, you're not supposed to hit anyone, and if you do, you're a fucking prick or a bully, and you guys are just buzzing around trying to snipe. I'm like, I hated summer skates for that. I'd rather play, put the nets on both halves and play inside short. I like that better.
Yeah, little short court.
Short court. I'd rather that because then at least I'm battling. I get my stick on you. Yeah, the 5-on-5 full ice no hitting was awful. I hated it.
Oh, and then you try to join the rush, or there's like a 2-on-1 that you make a 3-on-1, and the forwards, they're still not even hitting the high guy, dude. They're still trying to just go through the triangle. It's like, fella, like, come on, let me get a touch.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a couple times back at old Anaheim ice this time of year in August where mid-game I would just skate right off. Like during the play. Like there'd be one time I get backdoored again, I'm just grab my twig and I go right off. I'm like, I'm done before I do something really, really dumb here to somebody.
You leave those skates actually being more pissed off than you were going into it. Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like,
steaming. I'm like, me and Richie used to get into it when we were younger. I'd fucking cross-check him, slash him. Fuck you. I'd be like, all right, see you tomorrow, bud. What time we teeing it? Fuck you.
I used to love them coming down on you full speed and trying to like snap one through your legs, through your triangle or something.
Oh. If someone hit me in the foot of the laces too, they were getting a whack. They were getting a whack.
Well, you don't want me to dangle? I'm going to shoot it through you then, baby. Let's go. Let's do it.
You know, yeah, that's true. That's a good point by you. You knew who was the all-time National Leaguer of National Leaguer Swishies for just skating off the ice when we were younger? Andrew Raycroft. Razor was a little bit older than us. He had just won the Rookie of the Year, and he would come back to Belleville to visit his family. And what would you say, Richie? Richie was always the one shooting high on him, but a couple guys would shoot high on him right off the ice. Like not even like, fuck you.
Hey, fuck you guys. Yeah.
Gone. And now we were like short of goalie. Now we got a shooter tutor in there. I'm like, fuck boys. I told you to keep it down on Razor. Like just skate right off. I'm like, and I always be like, wow, that's National League move, eh? Like you have his sick Boston Bruins gear on and just call her at night.
Yeah. Yeah, there was. I mean, Richie knows too, but he knows better than me. But even the summer skates I got with Phil the Thrill later in his career, like he might do like the center ice package,
20 minutes,
get right off Opes, like just not even stay for the scrimmage. He's out. He's ready on the box, and we're just started. You know, our first game to 5. We're gonna play for 2 hours because these guys want to keep going. Philly was just right off. He's I'll save it for the season, eh?
He's such a national.
I like getting the clock on Philly to see how long it actually, and like over under was like 25 minutes usually.
Yeah.
But going back to Razor Opes, I always used to say to him, like, I didn't know they didn't shoot high in the NHL.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. Was I supposed to shoot right in your glove, or where do you want this? Let me know.
Yeah, and he was our backup in Vancouver my second year, and I love Razor, and he played great for us. But he would still get chapped even in the NHL of some of the boys. Like, it didn't matter who, like if it was Kessler or Burrow or somebody coming down and ripped one high on him, he would he wouldn't like it. He'd shoot. He was the king of shooting the puck back at you. Like, so if you're in the corner he'd fire it back at you.
Yeah, I don't love that unless you buzz a tower like twice in a practice. I mean, You're playing goalie, fella. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hit you up there in the neck or the collar bushes. I'm a little hung. You know, I had a late night last night.
Yeah.
Sorry, it got away from me.
I don't know where it's going either.
No.
Was there anything worse than drilling the goalie in the back of the legs? Razor used to hate that too. You know, when you're just like trying to sauce the puck and it hits him in the back of the leg.
Oh,
That's where you turn your head quick and hopefully he thinks it's someone else.
Yeah.
Say, who shot that? Who was that?
You're like, wasn't me.
Broke
Wasn't
here.
me. Wasn't me, boys.
Oh, so funny.
The good old days. But yeah, we'd be getting geared up right now. But like you boys said, no matter what you did off the ice, when there was time to bag skate, it stung. So we'll be right back here with our first curfew call, fella. Welcome back to Missin Curfew. Richie, fella, 93-1 Swishy Swish. Casey Conway, fella, what are we starting off with? Call right in, fella. What do you think?
All right, boys, we're going to start with a call, get into a little memory lane, maybe some time out in the lake. Max has it queued up, so here we go, Max.
Fellas, Cornsey here, calling in once again from the East Kootenays of BC. Just got off night shift at a coal mine here, and I'm all fired up. I'm going to have a couple pristine Pilsners, and I'm going to hit the lake, do some fishing. So I'm wondering, fellas, do you boys ever get a line wet? Have any good fishing stories or what? Maybe we need a fella tour out there on the coast. Maybe a charter's going to hear this and hook the boys up with a fishing trip. Want to see Jay Swish out there and Up Dog and Obes having a couple drinks, maybe catch some salmon out there, some halibut or something like that. But yeah, if you boys got any fishing stories, I'd love to hear them. Thanks, boys.
Cornsey, what do you say? Just got off the coal mine? So what
Yeah.
does that mean? Like, what does that kind of work? Like you're right out there, like digging the coal out, or what?
Fuck, you could be in the shaft, fella, down below.
That's like Zoolander when he goes, "Pop, I think I got the black lung." Is that what? Is that
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, if he's down there in the shaft in the coal mine, that thing could collapse on you. That's hard living up there. You got the light on your working man's bucket. Yeah, it's no joke. You got the hard hat on down there.
I got the pictures up right now. I just put it through Google, coal miner, and like these boys, they deserve ice cold Prestige pills.
Covered in soot.
They're covered in soot.
The black lung pop.
I think I got the black lung pop, and he's got the hat. He's got the hard hat on, Swishy, with the light. Man, that's no joke. So Cornsey, man, you deserve a couple Prestige Pilsners. That's about as real as it gets, fellas.
Yeah, you leave the shaft, you come up there, you could be looking like Dany Jr. in Tropic Thunder. You know what I mean? Fuck, it's that ain't easy living. That's a risque job. So you deserve more than one. You deserve to get drunk every night, as far as I'm concerned, leaving the coal mine.
Yeah, I tip my hat to Cornsey, buddy. Thanks for the call, man. Fishing, Swishy, I'm going to start with you. You're a good Wisco boy. I got some thoughts on fishing, but let's start with you, buddy. Were you, did you and Nikki and the old man go on a fishing trip, or was that something that the boys didn't check the box of the good old fishing trip?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I've just gotten kind of back in. I've always liked to do it. I just, for whatever reason, never really grew up on the lake. I was more of a street cowboy per se, a concrete cowboy. So I never did it a ton growing up, but I've gotten into it over the last few years, going back to Wisco. Nikki's got a place on the lake now. So does my uncle. So we'll go out there, catch a buzz, rip some. I like to rip bass. Nikki fishes the muskies, which are the big pigs, over there on Lake Wabisa in Madison. But yeah, the thing about fishing is you got to have a good setup. You got to have a good fishing boat. And then it's basically you just sit there and it's like just a podcast on the water, just talking shit. If you're around some beauties, it's a lot of fun. For me, it's relaxing. I like doing it. If I'm not going to be golfing that day, if I just want to park my ass on a fishing boat, I have a lot of fun doing it for sure.
Rich, your brother, Rich, right? Your brother, I'm drawing a blank. Remind me of his name. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, Curtis.
Kurt. Yeah. He was a professional bass fisherman, correct?
That is true. Yeah. He did all the American circuits for a long time.
Yeah.
Still does some more Canada, Ontario stuff now. But yeah, he did it for a long time. I mean, we grew up on the lake that you all know, Oak Lake, famous Oak Lake. And he fish every day, and I go out with him. I never was huge into fishing. I just kind of found it boring and slow. But
yeah, you were fishing, but you were doing a different kind of fishing, fella.
Yeah,
you were fishing in town.
Got my line a different way, but no, the one fishing trip I did have, which was one of my favorite experiences I've ever had. We went up. The Vancouver Canucks took us before training camp up to this place called West Coast Fishing Club, and they call it's like the Gulf of Alaska. As far north in BC as you can go.
Like the Queen Charlotte, private island, like the Queen Charlotte's up there.
It's called. I think it's called Haida Gwaii. It's like a native name, and then this island's called Langara Island. We went to, And we flew in, did like some public appearances up there in northern BC, and then we took helicopters into this fishing lodge.
Wow.
The whole team, staff, it was pretty incredible. And there was salmon fishing up there, and you could literally see Alaska from where we were out in the ocean, and you're seeing whales and eagles, and then the fishing was incredible. You go out in teams of 2, crushing beers and salmon fishing all day, and then everything you caught, you bring back, and they dry freeze it for you, and we brought it back to Vancouver and ate it. But it was so beautiful. And the whole team there in the lodge and telling stories. And it was a pretty good way to start the season. And that was the stuff about Vancouver I was talking about, like the first class stuff. That must have cost them an arm and a leg to bring everyone up there. They brought a Navy SEAL in to speak to us, all this kind of stuff. It was really cool. And that was one of my best fishing trips I've ever had.
Dude, I remember my 2 years in Vancouver, whatever, you do the auction night, the big night there. I can't remember what it was called in Vancouver.
They do casino night, maybe.
The casino night. And I remember both of my years there that the Queen Charlotte fishing trip would go for like a big number. I can't remember what it was, but it would always be the most expensive trip that they would go on. And I remember asking, Mitchie Babe, like, he's like, oh dude, you go up there, you catch this fucking salmon the size of,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. And you go up there, you stay there. It's unbelievable. I tell you what, shout out to my buddy Kyle Campbell. A couple years ago, I stayed on Stony Lake, and he fucking came over in his bass fishing boat.
Heck of a lake
here. Stone got his name for a reason though. Me and Pitter were just I'm like, hey Pitter, let's go for a little rip across, just me and you here, get away from the girls for a bit. And I thought I was out far enough, fellas, and I'm fucking humming pretty good. And fucking boom. Just hammered a rock. Propeller fucking gone. Had to call the guy at the marina, Johnny Chuck or whatever his name was. I'm like, fella, come and told me in. Had to buy a new propeller. So she's a Stony Lake for a reason. But he came over in his bass boat, and this thing, Swishy, was just like 2 little seats on it, so much room to operate. You could take it into like the shallow waters and cast off there. He had some beers on there. I'm like, that to me looks like fun. That's a proper setup. And I mean, it was probably a $100,000 bass boat, but I mean, it was National League.
100%. Yeah, the one guy that came to Aspen this year with Duncan Keith, the sturgeon slayer guy.
Yeah.
He rips those big pigs. He's got a big business up there in
I played with him.
Yeah. What's his name again?
Strada, his last name.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I mean, I've contacted him about doing some content potentially of ripping those river monsters. I think that would be pretty sick. You go in there and just rip a fucking hog out of a river like that looks like a shark coming up. It's pretty sick. I've actually caught a 8-foot reef shark before too. That was pretty sick back in the day, just fighting that thing like a bad cold. You come up and just fucking tugging on that thing. Let her go. Let her go. And she dives back down and he's like, yup, rip it up again. That was a lot of fun. That battle took me 45 minutes.
Like a bad cold. That's unbelievable. Hey, I mean, Mike Richards, you're talking about Thunder Bay, Ontario. He's up past Thunder Bay, if that's even possible in Ontario.
He's in Kenora.
Yeah. But I mean, you see some of the fishes this guy's caught on his Instagram. They look like dinosaur fish from back in. They're just monster, Swishy. Monster fish.
What is he ripping? Northerns probably, and walleye. And
yeah, let me see if I can pull it up here on the old.
He's probably ripping. Those northern can get to be really big, and they got big teeth on them too. You got to be careful when you're ripping their chin out.
When you're going in for a late night skinny dip, you don't want to fucking take a nibble off
off your ranch.
Yeah, I mean, there's just pictures of them with just absolute monster fish. They're probably what you're talking about. I've never been a big fisherman either, boys. And to Cornsey out there, thanks again for the call, fella. I love the idea of fishing. Like, I love the idea of us three, the Updog or whoever, the Missin Curfew boys going out. Let's go fishing. We grab some blue lights. We get all ready. We're ready to go. Yeah. But then I get out there and I don't know how to bait a hook. Like, I don't know. Like, if my line snaps, I'm fucked. I need someone to help me. Like, I can't get her back in play. You know what I mean? I'm done. If it gets snagged on a rock or seaweed, Richie, I'm out of the game.
Yeah. Well, I think the fishing for you, Obes, would be like going out marlin fishing and have a charter and have someone doing that for you. Or go salmon fishing where you're having beers. It's all set for you. Once you get one, you just strap in and you're good to go. You reel it in,
Yeah.
That's the kind of fishing I think you'd be good at.
And then for me, boys, if I do catch a fish, which is, historically not very often, I hate touching it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to take it off the hook. Like, can you grab a fish by the head there and just fucking get that out of there and throw them back in? I can't even, it's greasy. I put my hands in a lot of greasy places, boys, but on that fish, it's not perfect.
Yeah, I think, I'm fine with that.
You are. Good.
Especially if it's a bass. Yeah, especially if it's a bass and I know she don't have teeth. Yeah, you're just rip the lip, fella. You know,
Yeah.
it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll cut the line before I touch those things.
You'll cut the line.
I'll cut the line. I don't need her
Yeah, see, so you're like me, you don't want to touch that at all.
unless my bro takes it off for me. I ain't touching it.
Okay, so maybe it's the boys from fucking Eastern Ontario or Swishy. We're just soft.
I know.
Hey, like
Soft.
when it comes to like, I don't want to touch it one bit, and I don't want. They're like, hey, grab it. Let's take a picture of it. I'm like, fuck, no, I don't want.
I'm good.
Yeah.
The worst is when it bleeds on you, eh?
Oh,
Hook gets caught.
Oh, it's stinky.
And then you
There's
got
blood all over the boat. It's
So I had a couple years ago where I got a hook through the hand. I was trying to unhook this little guy off the stick, and it flailed at the worst second, went straight through my hand.
Did you have to go to the hospital to get him to get it out of there? Because once it's in there, it's kind of tough to jimmy out.
No, they were able to just snip it off at the end though, and take it out that way. But it went basically straight through.
So you're not a seasoned fisherman either. Then I take it ice.
No.
And then Richie, you did mention deep sea fishing there, fella. I get seasick, boys. I can't go out. Like, I'll never forget my year in Tampa, year-end bender, boys. We're going deep sea fishing. I show up hung cheese. I take my tarp off, throw in a big skull long cut mint, and I'm just like, this is going to be a day. Well, fast forward 8 hours later, I was puking the entire fucking thing. I'm like, it's a one-off. Tried it again years later. Anytime I can't see land, the big fella, no good. No good for the big fella.
Yeah, I'm with you. 7-8 miles out there. I'm not that comfortable. I can go out like you, Obes, and if I can't see the land, I start to get a little eerie.
Yeah, well, that's where you got to take. They have, you take a gravel, or you take this. You have these little things you can put behind your ear to give you a little.
Yeah,
and it keeps you grounded so you don't throw up.
A couple other things might keep you feeling pretty.
I was gonna say, is it expensive? It's the cheapest drug you'll ever do.
You don't want this. You don't want this shit, Dewey. I think I do. Swishy though, if you want to get some content for HB3 and Missin Curfew, good guy out here, Jeff Friedman, who you met at Aspen 2 years ago. Jeff didn't make it last year. Every fall, he's got a big boy boat that he parks in Cabo, but then eventually it makes its way up here during a hurricane season down there, so it doesn't get fucking tossed away. And the big guy, they go out every fucking year. So if we wanted to do a content piece where we bring a couple camera guys and we go out there. They've asked me the last couple of years to do it. I would suck it up for showbiz, for content, baby. I'd maybe go out there. The boat is the big guy. Bubba Ganoush says, PJ says, you will not get seasick on this vessel.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a good theory. I mean, if the vessel's big enough, what are they fishing for? Anything?
Tuna, big old fucking tuna.
No way, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, and then I think if heads up, might get a shark on there too. Heads
for sure.
Wouldn't mind slicing that baby up, eh?
Oh, she's shooting on the deck.
Oh yeah,
I'll bring the sake, boys. I'll make sure the sake's on ice.
Yeah, hey, there we go.
Yeah, I got the wasabi, eh?
I'll bring some ponzu.
I got the eel sauce there. I like to just dribble the eel sauce on top of her. Crispy rice down below.
Talk about off the bone.
That could be nice. Good content though, man, because
for sure
I'm not a very good fisherman. But the thing about it, Rich, is once you get these big boys, these marlins on the hook, now you're like he said, like Swishy said, you're fighting a cold for feels like an hour it takes to get these bad boys in there. I don't have to stand.
And sometimes it is an hour. It might be 2 hours. Like something like they're just your biceps on fire by the end of it.
Yeah.
You're holding, and you're trying to reel. It's a lot.
Is it worth it once you get her in there? I'm sure it's a nice feeling once you. There's better feelings.
It feels good. It feels good, but you're like There's other things that feel good too.
There's better feelings, Rich?
Yeah.
Oh, we might have to do a Missin Curfew home by 3 fishing trip. Cornsey fella, coal miner, buddy, I tip my hat to you. That is real man work. Thanks for the support, buddy, and thanks for calling in. KC, my man, what do we got next?
All right, boys. I got 2 here that are kind of aligned, so I'm going to read them both.
All right.
And stick with me here. Kind of going back to the minors in our days in the minors. This first one is from Barry. It says, fellas, think back to the days of riding the bone rattler in the minors and getting that call up. Nowadays, especially in Canada, the minor league teams are often in the same city as the big club. What are your thoughts on this? Are the fringe guys being robbed of the opportunity of getting to get into another city and perhaps make a couple additions to their bullpen? A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. And now, so that's Barry. And now Reese has a similar question. Reese Young, boys, I want to know as a guy who loves the jungle and all the beauty nail guns who reside there, and what's the best spot in the jungie for some trim and some cold Labats? Thanks for snapping it, fellas. Rest in peace, Scoopsy.
Oh, Reese Bobby.
Oh, Reese Bobby, fella. I'm just writing down the cities that the best trim in the American League is. Stand by here, boys. It's not a long list because that's why they call it the jungle, but got a couple here that were sneaky kind of right there, fella. Let's switch you. Sorry, let's start with NHL teams and NHL cities because I think that's a good thing. I think that helps you, especially if you're a single guy. You can stack your bullpen still because you can say, hey, I'm not on the team right now, but I'm part of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm just playing for the Marlies right now. And especially if you're in a place like Canada, God bless it, back home, that's enough for the girls back home. The fact that you're in the organization and you're playing pro hockey and you have an apartment downtown, I would rather be there than in fucking Syracuse or Binghamton or Belleville, Ontario, playing for the Belleville Senators. I can tell you that, fella.
Hey, now, easy now, eh?
Yeah. I think you're right. I think you're still it's better than being in those cities that you suggested. But is it better than being in a place like San Diego where you can kind of be,
the big show,
cock of the walk a little bit, where they don't even really know, like, is this the NHL? Is this the AHL? These California girls, you're young, you're making a little bit of money. It's always tough. I remember when I was playing in the jungle for the Marlies, when you're there, I mean, I was a restricted free agent when I was there. I had my gal with me, but at the time, it's a little bit, has a kind of like a JV feel for some of those young guys. So I can see give and take how it's good to be in Toronto, but at the same time, maybe the top tier trim is like, I don't know.
I want to wait for the big boys to show up.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but then I'd rather be a big fish in a small pond. I'd rather be in a greasy little town, but
fucking Binghamton, hey, Albany, you do some. I do some.
I'll do some damage at bingo.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I mean, I love Cincinnati. I was young, and then I went to Portland, and I was just like, man, get me out of here. Like, Portland sucked. I'm not gonna lie. It's a beautiful city in the summertime, and we had great fans. I loved being a Pirate, but like, I ended up meeting a girl there too, Swiss, just because it was slim pickings. I'd rather be playing in Toronto, telling a girl I'm one fucking injury away from being on the big club than being in Portland stuck trying to fucking take down a
coach
fort.
is fucking me.
Hey, listen, right. I'm one. If fucking Phaneuf gets hurt tomorrow, I might be playing, baby.
I might be there.
Do you want to go out for dinner or what?
Right. Buy the stock while you can.
Buy the stock while you can.
Buy it low, it's going up.
Yeah, buy low, it's going up. And by the way, when you're in the jungle and you're a single guy, we're back in the Missin Curfew time machine here. I didn't tell girls that I played for the Cincinnati Mighty Ducks. I said I'm in the Mighty Ducks organization, and thank God back then there was no social media, so they really couldn't call your bluff, right? Like they couldn't be like, no, you're not. I mean, unless they were gonna maybe look me up. Was it on Hockey DB or something? I don't know if that was there. You know what I'm saying though, Rich? Like back in the day, you just say, I'm with the Anaheim Ducks. I'm with the Mighty Ducks.
I just down. I'm on injury assignment for a few weeks here and just get my game back and been hurt all year. Yeah.
Been hurt all year.
Yeah.
Been hurt all year. I'm just getting my game back. I'll be back in Newport next week.
Yeah, it's been a nagging injury. I'm almost there. So what do you want? Dinner Tuesday? Catch a movie? What do you think? But by the way, like I had two jungle experiences. One when I was young trying to come up, and then back down after I've been in the show for 10 years. I was lucky to play in San Diego and San Antonio, which isn't perfect, but I had Austin right there. But where I'm going back to, like where Richie's saying about Binghamton, and it's tough to have a good bullpen, especially when you're playing in Syracuse and Portland, and it's not a bullpen that you're going to win playoff baseball with. You don't have situational lefties and righties coming out there. It's thin.
Syracuse, you might be all right because you got the big university there. Shout out to the Orangemen, but yeah, Roch. I mean, all you got is Dino BBQ and a 4 to come home, with you. Wilkes-Barre, you got the Mohegan Sun Arena and Casino. That's not perfect. Bingo, yeah, not great. But some of the other cities that are like sneaky, that you could get away with, like at Cleveland, for example. We've talked about it before, but the Mistake on the Lake, like that's one of those cities. If you're a young kid, you could do some solid work there. There's a lot of sneaky sevens running around. The Jack Casino, Barrio Taco, Town Hall. There's some good spots in Cleveland.
I'll tell you what, shout out to my former teammate, Patrick Bordelot, Big Bordy. He played for the Lake Erie Monsters before he made the Avalanche team, and he used to always tell me, Swish, he's like, Cleveland's good, Obs, Cleveland's good. I'm like, yeah, right. Like when he's up playing for the Avs. And sure enough, fast forward, there I am in Cleveland, night before All-Star break starts in the jungle. And I have a flight booked the next day in Cleveland to head down to Cabo to William Quinn's house to spend my American All-Star break. Well, if I don't get caught in one in Cleveland and miss my fucking bird the next morning because I just having too good of a time and ran into somebody that me and her, got along real nicely. And I had one of my best nights ever. My table was right beside Kyler Irving. What was his name? Kyrie? Kyrie's table was there. My table was here, and it was fucking going off, and I ended up missing my flight. It was Cleveland, Atlanta to Cabo, first class. I had to fly economy, Cleveland, Atlanta, Mexico City, Cabo.
Oh, Jesus.
All because I got caught in one in Cleveland. So to your point, Swishy, I had a night, fella. A night.
That's an absolute milk run. I don't know if Barley House is worth it, but that for that 4-legger that you did, but yeah, it's a great city.
It was what happened after Barley House that was worth it. That was really worth it. But to the second part of the question, boys, like Swishy said, he kind of teed it up. Cleveland wasn't on my list till you just mentioned it, Swishy. But the three for me, when I went back down the jungle, Austin, what a city. I mean, I always want my 2 years I was down there, or the 1 or 2 years I was a free agent, I was trying to sign with Dallas because I wanted to play there, but if I didn't, I knew I'd be in Austin. So Austin, which by the way, Swishy, after every Saturday night home game, Mackenzie Weegar was a rookie. I'd be like, Weegsy, pack a bag. As soon as we're done, we had Sunday off, we're driving right to fucking Austin. So Austin, San Diego, I played there. It was great. And then the third one for me, boys, is Charlotte. I had a couple great nights in Charlotte. I don't know, Richie, if you've ever been there over your career. Beautiful, beautiful women. And we were there we played them back-to-back nights or whatever. We were there for 3 nights. Swishy, Charlotte, sneaky, sneaky good. The Queen City, right? That's what they call it?
It is the Queen City. They do have the NASCAR Hall of Fame and headquarters there. Shout out to Rusty Wallace. But yes, a great city. The Ivory Room is a great spot. They have the Epicenter down there downtown. It's a clean city. A lot of Southern belles running around. Way better city than Raleigh. I even like it more than Charleston, South Carolina. Yes, Charlotte is a great spot. Shout out to the Bojangles Coliseum, too. One time, baby.
Yeah. Good golf there, too, Rich. Quail Hollow. Unbelievable track.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah.
That's almost a National League city. It's a good city, man.
It really is.
It really is.
It really is. We had our rookie party with San Antonio, and we picked up Dany Heatley at the deadline, and Heater flew into Charlotte to meet us, and he showed up at the rookie dinner, and he was already tuned up from the plane ride in, and he ended up picking up the tab for the rookie dinner, so the rookies got off scot-free, but fucking Heater flew in just in time for our rookie party in Charlotte. He was a nice addition. Let me just say that. I was like, fuck,
yeah, that sounds like a Heater move, doesn't it?
I need a guy like you. God. I mean, Heater's such a beauty to play in the jungle with, dude. Yeah. We were sitting courtside for Spurs games. Like, every home game that they had that we weren't playing, Heater had courtside seats. Our coach is calling us in. He's like, I heard you guys were sitting courtside again. I'm like, fucking Heater's the one buying the tickets. I mean, I'm not going to say no to him. Like,
what are you going to do?
He was Richie for me, to be a guy that I was in the NHL for a while and then go back down there. To have him come in, I mean, he took a private bird. We went to the national championship game in Indianapolis. Wisco was playing in the hoops, and Heater got us a private bird from San Antonio. Wisco to watch the game and flew back. I'm like, that's NHL.
Jesus.
That's not American League. That's NHL.
No, it's not.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good guy there.
Last thing about Heater in the jungle, though. So he shows up for his first home game. He's like, oh, where can I get a beer? I said, fuck, Heater. I don't really know, buddy. I think the trainer, there's a couple back there. So we go back in the fridge. There's probably, 6-pack in there, right? Next game, Heater comes in, there's a 12-pack in there. Next game, we come in there, there's 24 in there. I'm like, Heater, I can't sit in here after the game with you and drink 8 beers. I'm getting fatter by the second, and I'm going to I can't keep stick handling home, fella. I'm like, he loved his beers after the game, Rich? Like, he just wanted to sit in that trainer's room and drink ice-cold blue lights.
There's no guy that likes talking hockey and having beers more than him.
Yeah.
Like, just loves it. Loves it, man. He's such a good dude, man. He's fun to be around.
Yeah, he was when he came down, and he had his wife Steph with him. He lived the whole year downtown on the Riverwalk at the Westin. He had like a suite at the Westin, lived there for the 2 months he was down there. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, he's a beauty,
National
man.
Leaguer.
San Antonio, though,
He's a beauty.
not a perfect city, Swishy. Like, when I went there, I was like, okay, they got a basketball team here. Like, I should be all right. Slim pickings, fella. Not perfect.
Man Antonio, fella. It's a very Air Force based town. It's a military based town. Then you just have the fat rednecks that are like old school cowboys mixed in with dirty Mexicans. Yeah, it's not a perfect blend. If we're talking blends.
No.
See, this is funny, fellas, because I had that on my list. I had a couple nights there that on the old Riverwalk at Hell at the Moon.
Yeah.
And Coyote Ugly, maybe?
Piano bar there. We got hung up there my first year pro, and I've never been to San Antonio. We stayed at the hotel. You could walk right there, walk the Riverwalk, Hell at the Moon we were there for a set of 2 games or whatever. So 3 nights, and I got pinned every night. But at the Hell at the Moon, and I must have been a group of girls in town, but we had a hell of a time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You could catch a bounce on that Riverwalk, but if you're living, I'm not so, as a road city, Richie, coming in, San Antonio is one of the better ones. But when you're living there, you don't go down the Riverwalk too much. I got pinched for fake ID my rookie year, playing for the Cincinnati Mighty Ducks, Ducks like rain, at Howl at the Moon. One of my teammates, I won't name him, just fucking dropped this guy in the bar. And I came out, as I came running out, because they were giving him a rough ride out of the bar, I came running out, and the one guy's like, that's his buddy there, to the cop. And the cop's like, let me see your ID. And for whatever reason, I gave him my fake ID. I was like, here you go. Next thing you know, I'm in the bracelets, Rich. I'm fucking in handcuffs on the Riverwalk. I'm like, fella, I'm a hockey player, man. I'm just trying to make the NHL. He's like, yeah, well, your career's over. Underage drinking in the state of Texas, 6 months to a year in jail. And I'm sitting there like, what in the fuck just happened to me? They called my coach. My coach came and got me, but I was literally pissing my pants on the Riverwalk. So I got a little
scar tissue. Could happen to anyone.
Got a little scar tissue there. Fake ID.
Yeah. It's a tough bounce giving the fake ID.
Why did I just give him my real ID? Right? To this day, I never know. Like,
I was under. They let me in. They didn't ID me. I just walked in.
Then it's on them.
They let me in. It's their fault.
I was so worried that I just panicked.
Rookie move.
Yeah, I was a rookie.
Move.
I was a rookie. Coughed it up right up the middle. Almost ended up in a fucking San Antonio clink, Swishy. That wouldn't have been perfect.
Oh no! Imagine that. Imagine the creatures you would meet in there.
Oh.
Keep your chin and your butt tucked in there for sure.
You got any other sneaky cities that we didn't touch there, Swishy, in the Jungler? I think we got them all, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we got. I mean, the obvious ones are the San Diegos. They got Palm Desert now, Palm Springs. I would say where I played, Chicago was a great spot. I don't know. I always, for a jungle city, I always liked Winnipeg. As shitty as some people think it is, Vegas to the north, man. If you're in the jungle and you're sitting there at Earl's on Main, you could get something done really quickly. Kokanese on draft, chili chicken, stay there, the day-night shift. That was always a good spot because it wasn't going to break the bank. And you know what? You could do some damage if you're a single guy.
Hey, Swish, question for you.
Yep.
I think you're the man for the job here. What's that strip club outside of Chicago there? The one right where the miners are, where the Wolves play.
Right in Rosemont. Yeah. What is it called?
I had myself a time there.
Right by the airport. Is it right by the airport, kind of, or?
Yeah, it's pretty close. There's Rivers Casino, which is usually the first stop, and then you go to.
We weren't playing any cards.
I forget the name of it.
I think Richie. Now that you said that, I think I've been to that one too because we played the Wolves all the time. They're in our division.
Yeah, we were down there, and we stumbled upon it. I think somehow found it.
Some of the best nights when you stumble upon it.
Yeah, what is that called?
The Gold Room.
I wouldn't know the name. I was just wondered a Swishy.
No, I don't think it's that.
The only thing about
it's Dream Palace.
Dream Palace.
Yes, it's Dream Palace.
What a name!
Yeah.
It's a great name for an adult establishment.
Confirmed.
The only thing
they would stay open late.
The only thing about going in those places when you're in the American League, you don't have any cheddar. You don't last. You can't get very far. You're like, you want a lap dance? No, sorry, I got no money.
You got to have good negotiating skills.
Yeah, you do. You do. Yeah. You do. But Swishy, you couldn't be more bang on. Thank you. I forgot about Winnipeg because obviously the Jets are there now. My first year I played in Winnipeg, we played in the old barn. The old barn with the picture of the Queen at the end of the fucking rink. And we played 2 games there, and we went out all 3 nights because you fly out the next day, and we had a time. We had an absolute time. I loved Winnipeg in the NHL, but Swishy, if you're talking about American League, sneaky cities, Winnipeg's at the top of that list, but good job.
That's a good call.
That's a hell of a call.
Sneaky trim, too.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of blondes. A lot of blondes, fella. For whatever reason.
Yeah, I used to go to Earl's after practice when I was in the show, and I would just be like, where are all these pretty, I wanted to be like, why are you living in Winnipeg? What, is there a reason for it? Or you just, homesick or what here? What's the reasoning?
And they could all snap it back and forth too. They had really good banter. You know what I mean? They could go back. They could go tape to tape with you. It was really good charisma up there.
Couple chili chickens, and then I would just crush beers, boys. Earls.
Yeah.
I'd see the shift change. I'd go in there after practice. I'd see the afternoon shift, then I could see that I come in the dinner shift. And I would just
have a good night, girls. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for everything. That close out, right? I got you. Thank you. Yeah. You won the game tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck. Thanks.
You go full Mo Wanchuk, and she'd be like, "Oh my God, what happened to you? Oh, you got that in the fight last night." Yeah. That right there is a very deep cut.
By the way, that is unbelievable, the scene in Slapshot. But say what you want. God. I will say this, girls dig black eyes, cuts, scars. They like it. It's a way to break the ice for sure. Like, oh, what happened? Boom, you're in. That's all you need, boys, is just a way in, and once you're in, then you just let it flow.
Yep. You put the fence up their arms and
build it. Hey, Richie, what are you doing? What are you looking at, Rich? What are you looking at, Rich? You stay right over there, bud. You stay right over there. What's the worst cities ever went out and I can't even.
Lowell, Springfield, Springy, Worcester, whatever you say, Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, there's a good strip club in Springy though that I went to.
Yeah, there is a little steakhouse attached to it.
Yeah, that one's sneaky good. I think shout out to the train. I think the train took me there. Springy.
Yeah. Ooh. Worcester wasn't perfect.
No, Lowell stunk. That whole Eastern Conference is tough.
Manchester, and it wasn't great.
Utica's awful.
Hold on a second. I'm forgetting about one of the sneakiest of all times, Houston. Shout out to Houston.
I never got there.
Oh, my God. I spent half my signing bonus at Treasures in Houston. You ever went to Swiss? You ever go to Treasures?
No, they just had left the league, and they had packed their shit to Des Moines, Iowa, the first year I came into the jungle. So I missed them in Houston.
Oh, they were in our division. Houston. I think they're going to get an NHL team, too. I've heard some inside scoops that it's in them, that they're actually raising money to try to get a team. But Houston Aeros, great spot. We go in there too. Swishy, play 2 games, stay for 3 nights because you can't fly out till the next morning, and just get after it. Treasures. I didn't get a very big signing bonus, but a lot of it was spent there, fella.
Yeah, they that city has a lot of shades of Atlanta. You know what I mean? Just in terms of what you can do. Yeah, Chocolate Hollywood. It's the same thing in Houston, baby. You can make it rain. You get some bad bitches twerking on you.
I'd like to see it, a hockey team. What are your boys' thoughts on that? I could get behind a hockey team in Houston. I think that's good for the league. What is it? The 3rd biggest city in the States? Swishy,
yeah, it's up there. Just
right.
There's a lot of oil money there. It's very rich. Would you rather go to Houston than Austin? And I've debated Billy Quinn about that, and he seems to always say Houston over Austin because he knows the state of Texas, obviously.
Yeah.
But Austin just seems like it's way more up and coming, and there'd be actual hockey fans there. But the money and the oil money is undeniable in Houston.
Austin might be a little too blue for William. That's why he's maybe saying that. But
yeah,
Austin's a good city too. But I think Houston could just, with the sheer size of it, could hold an NHL team.
I just think there's so many imports in Austin and the way it's buzzing with the California influx, and I don't know though.
No, I'm for both of those. That'd be unbelievable. So, KC, we got time for one more, fella. That was a nice, take a little trip down the memory lane, back to the jungle. God, it builds character.
Yeah, boys, we got one more here. Max has a good one lined up. It's a call-in, kind of going towards the on-ice look of the game. So, Max, go ahead and run it.
Fellas, Freezer checking in here. I know it's Summer Curfew Calls, but we're going to talk about tarps. Were the tarps in the mid-2000s in the National Hockey League better than what they are now? I'm talking mid-2000s Florida Panthers. I'm talking mid-2000s Nashville Predators, a jersey that the Updog used to rock. We got the mid-2000s Edmonton Oilers. We got the navy blue, the copper, the white. It was a nice touch. But anyway, fellas, just want to know what your opinions are. Jay Freezy signing out.
Freezy fella. Thank you. Were they better? I mean, I think they fit better. I don't know. Like back in the day where you could roll your sleeve up a little bit, they had a little more, flap to them, I think. Like the jerseys now, I see these guys wearing them, boys, and I'm like, they're a little too European cut for me. Like they're just like so tight on these guys. Would you agree with that? Like back in the day, I thought we had a little more room to kind of maneuver a little bit.
Yeah, we got a European fit. There's no more Mike Modano flopping in the windows.
Exactly. That's where I'm going with it, fella.
But I would say his question was, did he think the jerseys were better just overall, just the designs and stuff? I feel like a lot of those are. I feel like a lot of them are coming back. I mean, you see the Minnesota Wild bringing them back. You see the Dallas Stars have brought them back. The Goat Heads back with the Sabres. I feel like what is old is new again. But the one thing that I think was nasty. Remember when New Jersey used to have a little bit of that green on their jersey?
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was slick.
I still think they should go back to that. I still think they should go back to that.
Those are juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about the old Canucks jersey. Obviously, I don't know if you remember, like the ones like Naslund wore. I like those jerseys.
With
the whale coming out of the sea.
Yeah. So with the other color, you like the colors they wore though, the white, burgundy, and blue. Remember they weren't like the blue and green.
Yeah, they wore. I don't know. Columbus. I didn't mind Columbus's first jersey with the neon in it.
I like, if we're talking Canucks tarps, I like the old hockey skate, black, yellow, and white. I think they should go back to those.
Yeah, I've wore that one a couple times with them. That's a fun one to wear.
Buddy, my 2 years in band, that's all I tried. I talked to the trainers and everyone. I'm like, let's just play one game. Pick a game, and let's wear these old fucking school.
Yeah.
Where they never.
We wore it a couple times, so maybe you got just a little too late.
Yeah. No, I was a little too late.
I mean, the 90s LA Kings jerseys are so sick. Like if they brought those back, I don't know. Like something with like the Los Angeles down this, diagonal, those jerseys. Like the old school ones. I thought those were sick.
He mentioned the Nashville Predators, and I loved my time in Nashville, but they had some fucking terrible tarps, like some of the worst. Do you mean the yellow mustard one they had with the Predator teeth? I'm like, oh, that's not good. I'm looking at this one. This one I wore in Colorado here with the Colorado down the front with the teal. That wasn't a great tarp.
Yeah, is that one in Colorado goes down like diagonal?
Cross diagonal?
Yeah, I've wore that one. Yeah.
Yeah, not a great tarp, I don't think, Rich?
No, I didn't love that one.
You know what I liked that I think back in the day I didn't appreciate enough was the Tampa Bay Lightning uniforms I wore with the old black with the bolt down the pants. We were black, silver. Like at the time,
I like those.
Yeah, when I got traded there, I'm like, these uniforms aren't great. But now when they wear them, I'm like, these are sick. Man, wearing the black. Anytime you can wear a black tarp at home, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, so you know what? It's just a simple jersey, but the old Calgary Flames. I mean, it's pretty similar to what they're rocking now, but the old. Like, I'm just thinking about like Hakan Lube. Hakan Lube, that dude. Like with the crispy C. The white, it's pretty similar to it's similar to what they're wearing right now, but those were juicy. I don't love the color red, but those were always nice. That color scheme of the Flames is great.
The Flames jersey they wore when I was there for my cup of coffee were awful. The ones like Gimla wore, like this one, the black, and then it had a flag of Alberta on the shoulder and a Canadian flag on the other shoulder. I'm like, why don't you fire another flag on there? Like everyone knows where fucking Calgary, Alberta is. Do we need the flag and the Canadian flag on our shoulders? They were terrible unis. But now, Calgary's uniforms, going back to the old school ones, are one of my favorites in the league.
They're really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
The red's sharp. Isn't it old?
It's really sharp. And then if you go back even more, remember the ones that Theo Fleury used to wear with the line up the side? They were awful too. But the ones they're rocking now are just mint. You know what one I liked in Vancouver, Rich, was the one where you just had the hockey stick. With the little like that with the hockey stick in it.
Yeah, I wore that one. Yeah, it's a good jersey too. Yeah, I got a couple of those kicking around.
Do you guys
like?
Go ahead, Swish.
No, I was gonna say, do you like this jersey?
I love that jersey.
I love that jersey, but at the time when no one thought they were good, but those are unreal.
How sick is that?
That is nasty. Gretz wore that too, tucked in 99.
Yep.
Him and Holly.
Yeah. I always thought the Blues had underrated jerseys. When you guys were playing against them, they were brutal with like that navy and weird logo with the arch. But
awful.
Like even something like this I think is so sharp.
Yeah.
Like this Blues jersey.
Yeah, that's like when like Holly was, there lighting it up, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's a Brett Hall jersey.
I love the Blues jerseys now, though. I think they got it right. So, boys, it's always fun. Richie, Swishy, thank you, boys. Thank you to all the callers. Thank you to Hall Pass Media, Max Ice Pick Pickup, Kyle Casey Conway. That was Curfew Calls. Fella.